Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I am Tom, and when we left off we had about 300 miles to go up to Riverton. I've just grabbed some rest at the rest stop here, which should be fine, I think. I haven't actually checked what the timings for this job are. I want to try something a little bit different today. You may already have noticed there's no music. No music. So the sounds we're hearing, and we're hearing them a little bit more clearly, are some of the realistic sound mods that, oh, well that's dramatic, isn't it? Guess we can't keep on that road then. Have to find a, yeah, another way round. That one should do, right? That one should skip over whatever's blocking up the traffic on that road there. I wanted to try one without the music, just to get a sense of what that sounds like, really. What I should do, really, is do a test recording of that, not a go live and do it live in the oh god, get past me, would you? Where's the end of you? There it is. Good stuff. So 300 miles up to Riverton in the state of... Does anybody remember what state it's in? Is it Wyoming? I think it might be Wyoming. I'm not super familiar with the geography of America. I could always point out Texas to you, I could always point out Florida, California, Hawaii, obviously, Alaska. The big obvious ones, really. I'd like to say I could also point out New York, but New York is actually one of the really tiny states, isn't it? Up in the northeast. If I could zoom in, I could look for Manhattan Island, and that would be the dead giveaway for me. Anyway, doing this without music. Yeah, interesting. I also wanted to talk about, well, sort of like a partial... This is quite a large detour. I've got this sort of vague plan that well, we're not doing a truck sim video next week at all. There's no Euro Truck Simulator 2, there's no American Truck Simulator. And I actually need to figure out what happens with Euro Truck Simulator 2 when we come back to it, because the same thing happened in that game as we've had happen in American Truck Simulator. We had a crash exploring one of the modded in parts of the map. So I'm thinking... Ooh, that's a red light, that's a red. I'm thinking that... Oh, what was I thinking? Oh, look at these road markings. These are nuts. What is going on here? I go down here, right? Seem to. Yep, that's fine. That junction was really weird. Anyway, we're back at it. Yeah, we had a crash in Turkey, which is a region of the map added by the Row Extended mod, and I'm pretty sure the reason for the crash is the mod itself. Like, I think my mod load order is correct. I think. Well, no, the mod load order I'm using is exactly as described in the guide for setting it up, so I don't think that can be the issue. It's let's get over here. Yeah, but it's concerning because, well, we were doing that job through Turkey, heading into the ProMods Middle East mod area, and the game just crashed to desktop twice at the roughly the same location. At which point I decided, okay, we're gonna have to stop here, and I don't know what I'm gonna do when it comes back in a couple of weeks, when we come back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. But I've been thinking about using the opportunity to sort of reboot, start fresh in a sense. Maybe well, yeah, if I have to abandon the job, then I have to abandon the job, and that comes with some costs, maybe. Although not if I do it in a certain... Oh, it said keep left. Oh, god damn it. Shit. Damn it. There's a rest stop on the other side as well, but I can't get to that rest stop. Oh, there's a rest stop on this side. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? I don't think this delivery was urgent, so we are going to turn off here and try to figure out what the hell we're going to do.
Finding a new route.
Just pull in here. Turn that off for the moment and take a look at the world map. Right, so we are facing this direction. We came from up here, which means we have to avoid here, really. Can I add a new avoid location to here? Is that... No, because that's the left we aren't allowed to take either. So avoid here? Get rid of that one, maybe? Right, now, yeah, so the incident is here, we'll say. And that's taking me there for... God, look at that. Oh, it's added over... It's added 100 miles to the trip. Over 100? I think we were at like 297 and now we're at 463, so yeah. That's okay. That's okay, we'll make do with that, I'll be fine.
Time to hit the road.
Time of night is at 10:47 PM. Damn. So it's absolutely going to be a nighttime journey, this one, until we get there. But yeah, rebooting. I don't think I would change anything about the stop indicating. The American Truck Simulator series, because we're in a stable position at the moment. I still want to go up into Montana, and I still want to go up and see the British Columbia region added by ProMods Canada. And beyond both of those things, I don't know what what I intend to do, but I do have some rough ideas of like. Well, I'm not loving that every time. Oh, right. I'll explain what actually is the schedule. The schedule's changing in a couple of weeks. I am, rather than doing a truck sim twice a week, I'm going to be doing a truck sim once a week, which means they'll be alternating Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator. I think that makes sense. That's a good call. The series aren't particularly popular. Like, I know none of my series are popular, but they're not particularly popular, so I'm not like losing interest by doing that because nobody's interested. As well as which, I feel like I struggle with 2 a week because I want to be Well, you know how I use these videos. I use them. I talk. I use them to
Left.
talk over what's happening and what my sort of plans are and whatever I've got going on. It is eerily quiet now, isn't it? Without the music. And I think doing that once a week is fine.
Left.
I don't think I need to do that twice a week. I think like that opens up a little bit more time between episodes and lets me plan better what I want to talk about rather than having to pick out 2 topics a week to talk about. I also think I want to make them longer. So rather than splitting up the episodes like I have been doing into partial journeys, we would try to cover longer journeys and make them sort of a bit more like a kind of like a special event, I guess. And then what's fitting into the rest of the schedule is still 2 episodes of Cataclysm a week, the 1 Truck Simulator video, and the plan was Fallout 4 for the Saturday slot. And I've recorded 2 episodes of Fallout 4 for next week, Halloween week, where I'm doing 3 episodes of it. And I don't know if I want to continue with it. It's just... yeah, so something else might take the Saturday slot, I don't know. But I just don't know right now if it's going to be Fallout 4. And the reason is simple. It's just... I need to talk about how to produce a video, how to produce a Let's Play gaming video, right? Because that is essentially what I am doing, not in any sort of professional capacity, but just in a sort of hobby capacity. And that should be fine. Like, if I enjoy playing Fallout 4, then surely I should keep playing Fallout 4. And it doesn't matter the quality of the video. That's fine.
Keep left.
Yeah, no, I cannot keep left because I need to go in for a wait check. I don't know why you were in this lane. Okay, here we go.
Reroute.
Here we are. Your vehicle is perfect technical state. Be more careful. Oh, it's not in perfect technical state. I think my truck was pretty damaged in Euro Truck Simulator 2 as well. Oh, come on, what? 8% damage to the wheels, that's wear and tear. 1% to the engine, I think that's just wear and tear as well, because nothing else is damaged. Not in a perfect technical state. Obviously I need to get it repaired, but that's nothing. It's nothing compared to the state of my truck in Euro Truck Simulator 2 right now.
Exit right. Exit.
Oh, I don't need to indicate.
Go straight on.
Go straight on here. I don't know what those road signs mean. Oh, it just said give way there. I did understand that one.
Go straight on.
Yep. So the reason I'm not happy with the Fallout 4 videos that I've recorded already, the 2 that are coming this coming week, I think on Sunday and... well, Sunday the 23rd, because that is the date, the start date of Fallout. It is the start date of Fallout 4, and it is the date that the bombs dropped in the Fallout universe. So that's an appropriate time to start. I've got that coming, and then I think I've got the next one on Wednesday, and the next one after that on Saturday. the third of those is not recorded yet, but will be, and if if I have to address whether or not the series is continuing or not, I will do it there. The issue is that it's so sort of dull. Like, I didn't go into it with a plan. Well, the only plan that I had was I'm going to play Fallout 4 with a bunch of mods, and I've got 100 and something mods installed, and they change up the game quite considerably. And then I've started playing, and I've started recording, and I've realized I don't know if I'm really having fun with this yet. Or maybe I'm having fun with it, but when I come to review the video, and it's unedited because as I've said many times, I think I don't really have the time for editing. So it's a little bit slow, and I think that works. Like, I think unedited works for truck simulators like Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator, and I think unedited works for another favorite game that I'm playing on the channel, Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. But I don't think the unedited approach is actually working for Fallout 4. I think it would work if I was streaming it or something like that, because I could be streaming this game modded and to fill in the space, to pad the time between whatever's happening in the game. I could be talking to chat, and I feel like that works for some games, and yeah, that works for some games, and I have no idea what this junction is telling me to do. I think we're good. There we go. Oh, I need to be in that lane though. Is it okay if I... Oh, am I running out of fuel? I didn't even notice. We should look for a fuel station then. Next opportunity to find one, we should do that. I think I have to stop here anyway. So let me take a quick look at the map and see what we can find fuel-wise. There is one there. Otherwise we're waiting until we're out here. Which is... Oh no, hang on. Yeah, no, we can't even. We'd have to get off the motorway anyway, or wait for this one. You know what? It's totally fine. We should just go to one of these here. Maybe. Possibly. Should we go to that one, maybe? Yeah. I think it's the least out of our way, and then we're not waiting for fuel. I do need to be in that other lane in that case. Alright, it's just going to be a problem now. Oh, okay. What was I saying before I so rudely interrupted myself? Yeah, there are certain games that I think work for unedited series, and certain games that work if they're edited. The only edited series that I have done so far is Portal Stories Mel.
Turn left.
And that needs to be edited because it's a puzzle game. And I'm not going to have the solutions to the puzzles straight away. If I did, it would be a very dull experience for me. So that series got edited, and that's why I stopped doing it, because the editing was something I didn't have time for. And I don't want that to be the case for Fallout 4 as well, where I need to edit it and therefore I just don't have time for it, and it disappears. But given that it is, or seems to require it, maybe I can't do the series anyway now. Maybe I get 3 episodes in and then I have to call it quits there, because it's still dull. I don't mind that. I don't mind uploading a few dull videos to the channel. Like, I'm still new to this. That doesn't really matter. go. The idea has always been to, like, improve over time with small iterations. It's always been my plan.
And then continue straight on.
Yeah, look at that though. Really interesting.
Go straight on.
Right, there's the garage I want though. Do we want to go straight on or do we want to turn left here? It looks like there may be a couple of ways in. It looks like the way in is on this road, so. Ooh, also. Train. Big loud train. I can't remember if that's a train sounds mod, or if that mod only existed for ETS2. I've lost track in my mind of which. Oh, here we go. I've lost track in my mind of which game had which mods, apart from obviously the big map ones, ProMods Canada and Reformer. Or can I just?
Get ready.
Yes, I can. Hang on. Turn left. Well, I'm going to turn left here, I think. That's fine, right? Just nip through here. Get some fuel, and then we'll be right back on the road. I think, and I hope we still have time to... Once again, I'm left questioning, why didn't I sleep at the end of the last episode? I pulled over, but I didn't sleep. So... What, Sorry, there was a noise there that distracted me. Oh yeah, we have 10 hours to finish the job, and we are going to get there in less than 10, so we're good. We are cutting it kind of fine, but we'll make it. Now I just need to get back out and onto that road. Oh, there is also a mechanic here somewhere, right? Yeah, but
Let's find a new route.
I don't see the point in going looking for it.
Make a U-turn.
Uh-huh. I'm just trying not to hit the truck in front of me. And heading back out onto the road over here. That'll do it. Yeah, we'll skip the mechanic. We'll find a mechanic another time. I can now get rid of that from the map, please, because I have done everything I needed to. Brilliant. And away we go.
Let's do this.
Oop, checking directions.
Turn right.
There we
Keep
go.
right, and then continue straight.
Ah, don't turn red. No, you're gonna.
Go
It's
straight
fine.
on.
Yes, yes, yes. So I have to wait. So yeah, I don't know if Fallout 4 returns after next week, just because the series is so dull, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm aimless. I feel there should be, when doing video series like these, like Let's Play series, I feel like there should be a portion of, should we call it, like, discovery. You should play the game for discovery, and then play the game for content, right? And I've played Fallout 4 before. I finished it. But that was a very long time ago. So I am not like many a true nerd who is an expert at Fallout. I don't know when I'm getting back into the game what's where at what point in time, and therefore I don't really have a plan, and I'm kind of going in and through it sort of aimlessly. And yeah, I'm realizing that with a, what do we call it? With like an action RPG, a Bethesda game like that, maybe it would be better if I did have a sense of what I was doing, particularly since I'm not editing. Then it would be better to go in with a plan and say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But I don't know, because I don't know at what point in the game various things. Oh, no, no, no. Shit. Please turn green. Yeah, good, good, good. Whoops.
Keep right, and then turn
Oh,
right.
is this another petrol station? Not a useful one, I don't think.
Turn right.
I think I can just turn right? Like, oh. Boo. Okay, I don't know why I got fined there, but there are two possible reasons. One, either
Straight on.
the turn right on red rule doesn't apply in this state, which is entirely possible because that is, I have learned, it is not ubiquitous. It's not a rule that every state, it's not something that every state permits. The other option, the other thing that may have resulted in the fine, is that I did it wrong. Because even though you can turn right on red, you do actually need to stop at the light. You need to stop before turning so that it's clear you are aware of your surroundings and you've taken a look around to ensure that it's safe. And yeah. Can't remember who played it recently. Oh, actually, it was Many a True Nerd. It was Many a True Nerd played American Truck Simulator recently on his channel, and he thought he'd found a cheaty, hacky way of getting past lights to do corners. He thought he was riding up on the curb and getting past the red lights that way. When of course it's just the rule. You can turn right on red in America, which, to be fair, I also didn't know when I started playing this game. Oh, quite a winding road here. So I'm thinking about replacements for Fallout 4 after next week, because obviously if I still do Cataclysm twice a week and I do one Truck Sim a week, then I still have a fourth video slot to be filled. Now I could cut back and just do 3 videos. But I think I want to do. I think I want to keep doing 4 for the time being. So I'm trying to think what else could go in that spot. Maybe I could start streaming. The question will be, okay, but when do you do that? Because that has to sort of fit into a schedule. Beep. Because I feel like Fallout 4 would work if it was streamed.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
Okay.
Go straight on.
Yeah, but we do have a right turn coming up, so...
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Are you also going right, my friend? Yeah, it's a stop sign, but you can... There we go. Yeah, so I was listening to a podcast last night featuring Many a True Nerd, John. You've got Nerd Cubed, Daniel Hardcastle, and Matophobia. The 3 of them have this podcast, The Podcats, and they were actually talking specifically about this notion that, like, sort of both John and Dan have, because they're content creators who do this sort of thing, this sort of Let's Play thing, they have 2 lists where they're like, well, Dan in particular has 2 lists where he has a list for videos for like YouTube like this, and he has a list for streaming, which he does on Twitch. and whether or not he's played those games or not, he has them separated into lists based on sort of vibes, right? Whereby you can sort of tell, okay, this game is going to be a kind of a quick and, you know, peppy game where I can create a quick little narrative and fit that in a video. Whereas this one's a bit more slow and leaves more open time for me to have a chat with the chat. So that's interesting, and that's something I'd been starting to think about. Like, I was really starting to think that Fallout 4 might actually work on streaming better. I've been thinking for a long time that Cities Skylines, which I also want to play, would probably work better on streaming. I've wanted to do a video on Cities Skylines. I want to do a series on it, really, but I don't know that that's really possible. Now, the contradiction here, obviously, in my case, is that I've never streamed. I have a tiny audience. If I were to stream, I would have no guarantees that anybody would show up to chat, and so I'd be largely just talking to myself, which is exactly what these videos are. So, whoops, that sign was sticking out and my eyes were closed, so sorry. Yep. All's good. So, I don't know. I kind of want to do streaming on Twitch. Like, I have half of an idea to do that. I don't want to put more gaming or more content creation into my schedule, but what I would do is likely turn one of my series into a streaming series, and then we'd put the VOD up on YouTube afterwards. The video on demand. But I don't know. What would work best for that?
Get ready. Right.
Oh, the reason, by the way, that there's no music, and why I'm testing this without music, is because of the subscription service that I'm subscribed to for the music. That obviously costs a certain amount a month.
Turn right.
And because I'm cutting back on the Truck Sim content, I've began to wonder, is that even worth my money? Is that even worth my my sort of investment to get that music so I can use it here? Because when I began, I was doing 3 Truck Sim videos a week. Followed by then I was doing 3 Truck Sim videos plus Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 video every week that I also used that music subscription service for. And now I'm doing much less with it. I'm not using that music in Cataclysm. I'm not using that music in Fallout 4. So I'm down to 1 video a week, and it's a question of, well, am I getting my money's worth, or can I actually now go without the music? Because the way that I originally used it was to cover up imperfections in the audio. And a lot of those I think I've now corrected for by like tweaking the settings on my mic considerably. Which then gave me the confidence to do series that didn't feature the music, like Cataclysm, like like other games that I did on in the One Shot series. But I don't know how well it pans out for a game like Euro Truck Simulator 2 or American Truck Simulator.
Go straight.
I'm just gonna take a drink, by the way. Go straight on. There's no turn, is there? There was no turn. 219 miles to go. The reason I don't necessarily think it works for Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator is because
Go straight on.
I think I like the music. Like when I'm playing this game, well, when I was playing this game on my own time before I started thinking, hey, I should just start a video series playing this, I was playing it with a mod called ETS2 Local Radio, which tunes you into local radio stations depending on your location in the world, right? So if you are in, say, California, you get California radio stations. If you're in Nevada, you get Nevada radio stations. Same goes for Euro Truck Simulator 2. If you're in the UK, you get UK radio stations, and if you're in, say, France, you get French radio stations. I am sorry, my... Keep left, yes. Sorry about that. I got my shoe all caught up in the cables. Whoops. Anyway. What was I saying? Yes, ETS2 Local Radio. So it tunes in and out of radio stations dependent on your location in the world. Oh, that's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze, isn't it? And I loved playing like that because I could tune into, in American Truck Simulator in particular, I could tune into rock stations, and every so often when I crossed state lines or approached another city, it would tune out of those radio stations and into typically a Christian radio station because there are so many Christian radio stations in America, it's unbelievable. Whereas... yeah, that was a lot of fun. So I was playing the game as though I was, you know, a truck driver cruising along with my radio on, listening to the local radio for the appropriate region. I can't do that in a video series, obviously, because those radio stations play copyrighted music that I can't use. Oh, what's going on here? Can I just get around you? Is that okay? Yeah. No, I didn't. They crashed into me. I was indicating. They weren't there a second ago. Were they? I don't know. Maybe that is my fault. Anyway, I can't do that in these videos because of copyrighted music. Hence, I wound up finding a service called Epidemic Music. I think it's called Epidemic. Yeah, I think it is. Where you can pay a monthly or annual subscription, or you can pay outright to license individual songs. And I started a monthly subscription there that I've been paying, like, it's like 10 quid a month or something like that. And that gives me access to use all of their music for video production or for streaming if I want. And then I put together a playlist for American Truck Simulator. I put together a different playlist for Euro Truck Simulator 2 and a different one for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. And I used that, and it was as though I was playing with, you know, a CD playing or something, you know? I was, whoops. And I'm really noticing the difference now with the quiet like this. So what I think I'm going to do is probably keep on with that because, whoops-a-daisy.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Keep on making silly mistakes like that.
Turn right.
What I have thought would be a cool mod, though, it's on green. What I have thought would be a cool mod is
Go straight on.
like one that makes American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2 more classic in kind of like you do away with the GPS, which obviously I am failing to pay attention to constantly. You do away with that and you
Go straight on.
set the game back in time, like in the 70s or something, before GPS technologies existed. And so you actually have to use road signs, you actually have to use a physical map that you might have on your other seat. And I think there are some games that do that, but not on the scale that Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator managed to. Because there's SnowRunner, isn't there? Which I think has that sort of approach, and you don't really have GPS, but then I think you possibly do have markers laid out for you. I don't know. And there's that other new game. Is it just called Alaskan Truck Simulator? I think they possibly don't have GPS like this, but I don't know how big the area they're covering is. Like, is it a large portion of Alaska? How does it compare to something like American Truck Simulator, which is a 1/20 scale recreation of, at the moment, Western America, the Western US states? I just think it'd be cool to do a truck simulator game, or just a driving simulator game, road trip simulator, where you don't have this GPS and you do have these interconnecting roads going from location to location, and where you do in fact therefore have to check your map on the regular to ensure that you're heading in the right direction. And then maybe you also have to use context clues in the environment as well. This would be really good, like as a road trip simulator. Maybe this already exists, I don't know. But you'd have a physical map, and you would have no indication in here or on the map itself of where you are in the world. You would have to use context clues like, well, okay, I'm on this road. There's no signage telling me what road I am on. So for me to find out where in the world I am, I would have to find something like, not that, no, but presumably we come to a junction eventually. Oh, I can overtake, can't I? Nope. We're turning right soon anyway. So this is exactly what I mean. You would come to a sign like, not that one, but this one, Junction 28. So that tells you, that gives you an indicator
Keep right and then turn right.
of where you are in the world. I'm at Junction 28, and then there's road signs there with locations in both directions. Using that information, I can find out where I am on the little physical map that I've got. That looks like a British pub. I don't know what it was, but it's the most distinctly European feeling thing I've ever seen in American Truck Simulator. Yes, I've still got my high beams on. I don't need to anymore. They're off. Time we're on? 9 AM? Okay. I think that would be really cool, and maybe that already exists. There is certainly a there are games like there's a game where you're hitchhiking. There's a game where you are. Is My Summer Car a game about a road trip? The problem I think with My Summer Car, which I'm not saying there's a problem with the game, I'm saying the problem with it in terms of what I'm describing is it's a very small game, right? So it doesn't actually do what I'm describing. You can keep going. Go on. And I want to join behind you. There we go. I'm not waiting for these to turn red. My summer car maybe doesn't have the scale of Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator, and therefore doesn't quite manage to capture the feel I would be looking for. But I think it'd be interesting to do a game like this without GPS. And you know, you've got this goal, I'm getting from this location to this location, and to do that I need to plot out my route on this map. I'm going to go here, 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 here. And you could draw your route in on your map, but you'd have to remember it while driving. That's like, okay, I need to take the next right turn, I need to take the next left. I think that could be a lot of fun, like 70s Truck Simulator. This area, by the way, quite beautiful. I like the really stark rocks that make up these canyons, because you don't get like, this is a feature that feels very, very I want to say very American to me, because the you don't often get rock faces like that in the UK. You do have mountainous regions, but they are largely covered in, well, still rolling green hills like that, and the rock faces are a little bit paler because we have a very different kind of rock here in the British Isles. What I want to say is, back there it felt very American, a little bit Australian. You get that sort of more, well, those rocks weren't exactly red, but more reddish, and very naked rock faces in other countries, but it's not a very European feature to my mind. I think the stone in Europe is more on the whitish, greyish kind of side. And I say all of that despite the fact that I lived in a village where I could see every single day the red sandstone of the cliffs, actual cliffs. But that was by the seaside, that's very different. Thank you. 42 miles to go. So I really don't know what's going to happen with the series starting in 2 weeks' time. I know next week is full. I've got the full shed. Really? There we go. I'm going slow. Speed up now. So yeah, next week is full. I've got Fallout 4 All Out Fallout starting on Sunday, coming again on Wednesday and Friday, and then I have got, oh sorry, it's Wednesday and Saturday, isn't it? Yes, it's Wednesday and Saturday, and then I've got Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead on Monday and Friday next week. Following which, that is the week after the first week into November, what I'm thinking is that Cataclysm takes the Monday slot and the Friday slot. Truck Simulator, either ETS2 or ATS, takes the Wednesday slot, and the Saturday slot is left for, it was going to be Fallout 4, but Oh, is that... There we go, thank you. It was going to be Fallout 4, but now I'm thinking... Riverton! That is our location. Fantastic. I'm thinking I don't want to continue the Fallout 4 series. Just because I'm not having fun with it. Maybe I'll find fun in the 3rd episode and decide to continue it yet, but I don't know. I feel like I could do better with something like The Long Dark. Because here's the thing about The Long Dark. The Long Dark, at least the part of it that I would be playing, the sandbox mode, doesn't have a story. So I'm not stopping to let the story be told and, you know, the characters to speak or anything. I would just be playing a straightforward survival simulation game, which is a lot like, therefore, Cataclysm. It's a lot like these truck simulator games, where there's no narrative, there's nobody talking to me. I'm not stopping to have to let the story play out. I can just talk over it, and it's then a question of, do I have enough to talk about whilst talking over it? Which in American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2, I decided, you know, I don't, so I talk about other things.
Go straight on.
And it's like having a leisurely drive. But I think I would in The Long Dark, because there's constant needs for survival, very much like there is in Cataclysm. There's constant need to do something. The problem with games like that is that you can get kind of bogged down. Like in the very early game, especially in The Long Dark, you're dumped in the middle of a forest and you have to find, you know, your first shelter, your source of warmth. You need to figure out a source of food and something to drink, I think, as well. Surely you do, yeah. But then once you've got those and you're sort of set up in a shack somewhere, it's a question of, well, what do I do from here? Do I just continue survive? Yeah, go straight on. I'm going straight on. You move up my way and I can go straight on. Do I just continue surviving? I didn't. Did I? Oh, I mean, I guess I did, but I really didn't feel like I did there. That's my bad. Well, it's not really. Just, well, actually, if I've already gone out over it, I may as well do this. It's green now anyway, so. Yeah, you get a bit bogged down, where it's like, okay, so I'm established here, I've got a good base of operations, I've got a good source of food, I've got a good source of water, I've got everything I need, and now we're just repeating the same gameplay loop, and the threat isn't really there anymore.
Keep left, and then turn left.
But for a while, it could be a good option.
Turn left.
Shit, that's... what's that? Oops. Oh dear. What the hell is happening now? Oops. Fuck. That's... well, for one, that's the Nokia jingle, right? Diddle-da-da-diddle-da-diddle-da-da-da.
Turn left.
I have no idea where that sound came from. Maybe it's from a Real Sounds mod? There was no notification on screen, so I don't actually know what I'm supposed to make of it, and there's no phone calls in the game. I think it might be a little atmospheric detail added to make you realize that, of course, you're very close to the delivery being due. Yeah, 1 hour 30 minutes remains on the job, so we are in fact very close to the delivery being due. Whoops, okay. Here we go. But we're here on time, aren't we?
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Oh. I'm happy to give that a shot. It's worth 40 XP, so it can't be too difficult. I can also turn those back off. No, it's not too difficult at all, that. Just bring it all the way around like this. Try and get lined up as neatly as possible here. Wind down the window. Peek out the back. And yeah, that's gonna be nice and easy. Yeah, we got that. Just a little bit to this side. Just like that. This might be one of the best jobs I've ever done. That looks perfect. Show results now. Yeah, so we got 19,104. We got 23,000 in total for the proficiency bonus and the long distance delivery bonus. Brilliant. I don't want to see any current offers at all. We have earned another level as well, so let's take a point there. And actually, we should head into the map and find a nice nearby place to sleep. Why is there none in town? There's one here. And that is the very closest one as well, isn't it? Yeah, so let's get to here and we will roll in and head to sleep out there. Because that is, at this point, absolutely essential. Quickly as possible, because we are beyond exhausted at this point. Uh-oh. The traffic's a bit busier now than it was. Ooh, nice classic car. Looks safe. Yep, good, good, good. Quick little jaunt into town. Pull our window back up. Good stuff, and then we will of course call it an episode there. So, no Truck Simulator next week. Instead we're having a week of Fallout and Cataclysm. And then the week after that we'll be back with Euro Truck Simulator 2, probably. If I can figure out what to do, because we had a crash to desktop and I don't know whether to abandon that job and just reboot the series in a sense, or what to do with it. It's a real shame because, like, the point is, or the very much the point of me playing these games was I wanted to explore the mod areas, which Row Extended is, which Reformer is, but when the mod areas are going to cause crashes, then I don't know what to do. It's happened in both games. Which, yeah, both games, 2 mods, 2 different teams. And that obviously is going to make me wonder, well, is that my fault then? Rather than it being actually... Oh my god. I'm tempted to just cut ahead because this is... There's nobody going that way. They're all heading that way. There's one going that way. And we're just not moving because somebody wants to go, I'm guessing, straight ahead here. Or wants to join all the traffic heading in that direction, because of course they do. What I'm tempted to do is just sneak up the side, because this is very much a case of the real traffic density mod, isn't it? At its most infuriating. And there we go. This is all entirely clear. I don't see the problem in doing that at all. I don't see the problem there. Yeah. Yeah. So I need to figure that out. It seems very much like it's got to be my computer that's the issue, right? Yeah, I know. I'm all over it.
Go straight on.
Uh-huh. I know I'm getting tired. Oh my god. I do like the real traffic density mod. Yeah, well maybe it's a combination. Like, because I've googled it and nobody else has reported that there are issues with the mods themselves. And I do have the mod loader correct, like in terms of the maps at least anyway. And then what should go on top of those is fine too, so far as I'm aware. Like there should be no conflicts so far as I'm aware. So yeah, what I'm thinking is maybe something like real traffic density is struggling with the region. Maybe not. That's actually worth checking. I can actually very easily deactivate any mods that are not map mods and reactivate them again, because it doesn't actually affect the game loading. Whereas if you do uninstall a map mod and reinstall it, then you do have to face a certain consequence, which is a really long load time, and also a my god, what else does it do? It does. Yeah, so can I just head across here? Because this looks like one large place here. And the rest area, there's also a mechanic here which I should use. The rest area is over there. I am going to use the mechanic first of all, just because we're here and I may as well. So, service me please, repair. Much better condition, and may as well take a look at truck configurator. Because what I want is I want a little bobblehead. Same as I've got in Euro Truck Simulator 2. I would love to have like a Fallout one, but no such option. That's a shame. Ooh, a little Android toy. Yeah, a bunch of stuff added by System of Megapack, but not the entire set that is in ETS2, it doesn't seem. Well, that is a shame. Darth Vader mug would be cool. You can customize those photo frames. You can do all kinds of things. Rubik's Cube. Well, a little Dalek. It is the Sissel Megapack I want to be looking at in particular, but I don't know if we're going to find anything. Lightning McQueen and Wall-E. They're cool. DeLorean. There's some pretty cool options here. Not bad. What is a death-proof duck? Well, the ducks in the movie Death Proof. We are going to forget about that. That's totally fine. I don't actually care. I just care about the sleep. Let's quickly get that done over here. And when we return... Well, when we return, we will be looking for another job. we will take a quick look at what our options are going to be. I'm going to pull it into this spot here. Get some rest, and we'll take a look at the job market as our very last thing here. We are going to be interested in heading north, if possible, from, yep, Riverton, Wyoming. I don't want to take a special delivery. Cool as that would be to carry a helicopter up to, well, it is in the right direction, actually. Up to Jackson. It is, they're very slow. Very tedious. They're both heading the same direction, actually. What we'll probably do... Oh, no, not back to Nevada. I want to head north. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's very, very much not in the direction I was hoping for. Down into Colorado. Yeah, maybe Gillette. There we go. Helena, Montana. Ooh, that one goes through Montana up to Washington. But what I think we'll probably go for, because that is how long? 1,000 miles. That one's only 484. We'll probably go for that one next time. But in the meantime, thank you very much for joining me for this. I've been Tom, this has been American Truck Simulator, and I hope you join me next time. Thank you very much, and ta-ra.